Yo, what's going on everyone? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the best and fastest way to make yourself millions and millions of dollars completely solo with the Acid Lab in GTA 5 Online. I will also be fully going over the Acid Lab, showing you the best tips and tricks to help you run the business like a pro. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like, but now let's go. Starting things off, you of course need to own an Acid Lab, which I'm pretty sure most of you own, but if you do not own an Acid Lab yet, what you don't want to do is buy it on Warstock because that price is actually $750,000. The reason you don't want to buy it for $750,000 is because there's actually a way to buy it for $450,000, and let me show you how to do that right now. To unlock this price, it's pretty simple. All you need to do is go over to this R on the map right here where the first dose mission is going to be located at. Once you complete that very first mission, after that you should see a D on the map right here next to the freak shop. Now this is where you're going to be starting up the next 5 of the first dose missions because there's a total of 6 different first dose missions to complete. And you'll notice on your very last first dose mission, which is the 6th and final one, you will be doing a mission where you're stealing an Acid Lab, which is the Acid Lab that you're going to be getting for a discount after this mission. Once you deliver it back over to your Acid Lab, you then will have it for a discount, but you need to do one more simple thing. You'll notice that once you load back into the session, you should see now 3 different setups on the map, and these setups are for the Acid Lab. Now you don't have to do all of these, but you just need to go to any one of them on the map and there will be product inside of there. Once you get the product, then take it and deliver it back over to the freak shop, and just like that, you have now completed the setup. Now all you need to do is walk up to MUT to click right D-pad to install the equipment to your Acid Lab, and just like that, for $450,000 you now own the Acid Lab business. Now that you own the business, you need to get supplies for it, and as you can see right here, my supplies isn't all the way full. So to get your supplies up, you can do it 2 different ways. The first way is by walking up to MUT, clicking right D-pad to speak to him, and simply buying supplies. Once you buy them, you just need to wait 10 minutes, and just like that, he will deliver you a full set of supplies to your business. The other way is by walking up to this corner inside of your Acid Lab and clicking right D-pad to start up a source supply mission. These Acid Lab resupply missions are really easy to do. It's literally like any other business resupply mission. You go over to an area on the map where a crate is, you pick up the crate and then deliver it back over to your business. Unlike other businesses, the Acid Lab is a mobile business, so you can literally call it out whenever you want to, and this definitely helps you out during these resupply missions. For example, as you can see, take a look at how far my Acid Lab is from me right here on the map, all the way over there in the city. What I can actually do though is open up my interaction menu, go over to services, go over to my Acid Lab, and simply request my Acid Lab. And just like that, it now should spawn somewhere really close to me. You can see it actually spawned directly in front of me in this situation, which was really handy. But yeah, now instead of driving all the way over to where it was before, I now have it right next to me, and then I can now deliver my product straight into my Acid Lab from here. But this is definitely not saving you any time because you have to do 2 or 3 of these to get your supply level 100% full. That is why I personally recommend you just buy supplies. And those 2 different ways that I just showed you to get supplies for your Acid Lab can be done through your phone as well, which is my personal favorite way to do it. And all you have to do is go to your phone, go to your contact list, and then give MUT a call. Once you give MUT a call, he should then pick up, and at the very top left, you'll see 3 different options. You can source supplies, which to do this, you need to have your Acid Lab requested on the map, or you can actually buy supplies, and you can also pause the production of your business. But of course, the only thing you want to do is buy supplies. But yeah, just the simple fact that you can do all of these source supply missions and also buy supplies from your phone is one of the reasons that the Acid Lab is one of the most overpowered solo businesses to do in GTA 5 Online. Those are all of the possible ways to get supplies for your business though, and once your supplies are all the way full, what you need to do as soon as they're full is come up to this part of your Acid Lab where you can actually boost the production of your business. All you need to do is literally come up to this part of your business and then click right D-pad, and then you'll be put through a short 10-second animation. And just like that, once you finish doing the animation, you'll see now your acid production speed has been boosted. Now keep in mind, you can only do this once a day though. For the business to fill up 100% full, it is going to take you 6 hours if you have just a completely stock Acid Lab. If you have a completely stock Acid Lab and also boosted it, it's going to take you 4.5 hours for it to fill 100% full. Now, if you have an Acid Lab, but you also have the equipment upgrade on the Acid Lab, it is only going to take you 4 hours for it to fill 100% full. And if you have the equipment upgrade on your Acid Lab and you also boosted it, it is only going to take you 3 hours for it to fill 100% full. So if you don't have the equipment upgrade, you definitely want to add it. And if you don't know how to, let me show you right now. To get this upgrade, it's pretty simple. Literally enter inside the freak shop, walk up to MUT, and then click right D-pad to customize your Acid Lab. And then click right here where it says Acid Lab upgrades, and then click right here where it says Acid Lab equipment. As you can see, the equipment upgrade is actually going to be on sale this week, which is pretty cool. And if it says it's locked for you like it does right here, that is because you need to complete 10 Fooligan jobs from Dax. To do these, it's pretty simple, but it will take you a little bit of time, I'm not going to lie to you, but what you first need to do is come inside the freak shop and find where Dax is inside of the freak shop, walk up to him, and as you can see, once you click right D-pad, you will then start up a Fooligan job. And like I said, if it's locked for you, you need to complete 10 of these Fooligan jobs in order to actually unlock it. Having the equipment upgrade on your Acid Lab will make your product worth way more money, and it will also make your product go up even faster than it would if it was a stock Acid Lab. Once your product is 100% full, just like mine is here, it's very important to make sure you change the name of your product. So now open up your interaction menu, go to where it says services, and now you want to click down where it says Acid Lab. Now come down to where it says product name, and here you can see mine is set to Acid, which most likely yours is too. If it is, what you need to do is switch it to literally any other name. This is only going to cost you $3,000, but as you can see, this actually brought up my product value up $30,000. So definitely make sure you change the name of your product if you haven't already, that way it's worth even more money. Okay, but once your product is 100% full, now it's time to sell it. So now let me sell my Acid Lab business right now. As you can see, it's completely full, selling for $703,000, and the only reason it's so high right now is because the week that I'm recording this video, it's double money and double RP. So when it comes to selling your business, there's two different ways you can do it. You can sell it in a invite only session and not worry about anybody being in the session with you and walk away with the normal amount it showed you it was going to sell for. Or what you could do is sell it in a public session, and if you sell it in a public session, you actually can make a 2.5% money bonus for every single player in the session up to 20 people. And this can sometimes be a lot of money as a bonus, especially if you're selling a completely full Acid Lab like I was. And as you saw by the sell mission that I just did, they are really easy to do, so you might want to sell it in a public session to get that extra bonus. For this one, all I had to do was go over to one area, which was a false spot. Then I had to come over back to this next area, which I then delivered the motorcycle to. And after that, I then had to leave the area, and here's how much money I got paid for selling a completely full Acid Lab. As you can see, $985,000, which is actually $280,000 more than the original amount it told me I was going to get. And I've sold my Acid Lab business over 3 times so far this week since it's been double money and double RP, and not one of those times did I have trouble selling it in a public session with over 20 people in it, so hopefully you don't have any trouble as well. A few tips to help you though, in case you do come across some people who are giving you trouble in public sessions, is keep in mind you always have ghost organizations, so make sure you're in a CEO, that way in case anybody ever comes near you, you can go off radar for 3 minutes by going ghost org. And if somebody keeps bothering you, after those 3 minutes are up, you can also get another minute off radar by simply calling Lester and then paying $500 to go off radar by him. But like I said, as long as you mind your business, and if somebody does come by you, just go ghost organization, you should be completely fine selling it in a public session with over 20 people in it. And here you can see me finally coming to my very last delivery for my second Acid Lab sell mission that I did this week in GTA 5 Online, and just like that, I now have to leave the area, and once I leave the area, I'll get paid my huge amount of money. For some reason, I got paid more for this mission. I'm pretty sure there was more people in the session maybe that had to do with it, but here you can see I got paid $1,055,000, and keep in mind, this is a double money and double RP bonus going on this week with the Acid Lab, so that's why I'm getting paid this huge amount of money. But even when this business is normal, I'd still say it's a really overpowered business to grind money for. Anyway, that is now going to be the end of today's video. Now you know how to run the Acid Lab business completely by yourself and make millions of dollars completely by yourself as well. If you did go on to enjoy today's video and you haven't already, make sure you do me a favor and drop a like on it, and of course make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that way you don't miss out on any future GTA videos just like this one. But that's it for me, and I will see you all in my very next video. Peace.